God of War is now 20 years old, making it the most relevant and one of the most oldest PlayStation franchises to date. I absolutely love this series and I enjoyed celebrating with you on Twitter. However, there is a big elephant in the room. Why hasn't there been some type of God of War Remaster collection announced? Obviously, Santa Monica knows that this is something that the fans want, and they actually offered a lot of stuff. But when it comes to a PS5 remaster collection, nothing was there. So in this video, I want to talk about the few reasons why this hasn't happened yet, and let's just jump right into it. Reason number one, approval. Santa Monica is not an indie studio. They have to get everything approved. They can't just put out whatever they want. And the fact is, PlayStation themselves might have said no to them pitching a God of War Remaster collection for the PS5. But the question is, why would they not want to give the fans what they've been asking for years? My first thought is it will devalue the PlayStation Plus lineup. So if you want to play the God of War collection right now, you have to go on PS Plus and stream it from the servers to your console and play it that way. However, over the years, fans have really not liked this streaming service. It's really not the best way to play video games. There's a lot of lag, there's a lot of latency. For some people, it can work really well, and for some people, it can be really bad, and there's a lot of stuttering in between. Since it is streaming, no matter what, it will never be as good as native gaming. However, if Santa Monica will put out a remaster collection, this would devalue that entire system. Why would somebody sign up for PlayStation Plus to play these games, which is a subscription service, or they can just buy Santa Monica's native, better PS5 remaster version? It doesn't really make sense from a business standpoint for them to allow this to happen. There is Jim Ryan, one of the heads of PlayStation, and he came out and said that he doesn't understand why people would want to play some of the older games, some of the older IPs, and it seems that he really just doesn't want to support some of the older games and wants to look towards the future. And of course, he got a lot of negative pushback, and he's made a lot of wrong decisions when it comes to PlayStation as well, such as live service. But with how hard he pushed live service, it doesn't surprise me that he wants to keep the PlayStation Plus subscription really up there, really prop it up, and of course releasing a remaster would kind of go against that. So I think that's the first thing why Santa Monica probably couldn't get approval for this. Reason number two, players can already play the games whenever they want. When it comes to playing old video games, you can't stop fans from getting what they want, and that is where emulation comes into play. And did you know that when it comes to PS2 emulation, God of War is one of the highest downloaded video games of all time when it comes to emulation? You can see this on plenty of emulated sites. God of War is always at the top on every single PlayStation 2 section. Players can already download God of War 1, 2, Chains of Olympus, and Ghosts of Sparta, and quite easily with a few clicks boost the game up to 1080p 60 frames per second. I have God of War 1, 2, Ghosts of Sparta, and Chains of Olympus running on my Steam Deck. On my PS5, I have God of War 3, God of War 2018, Ragnarok, and Ragnarok Valhalla. But of course, Ascension is off this list. PlayStation 3 emulation is not really easy to do for a lot of systems because PS3 emulation takes a lot of power, but people can already play these games right now if you wanted to. Your phone, your Android phone, your Android tablet, your iPhones, they all can run the PlayStation 2 emulator and play God of War. So Sony and Santa Monica might have said, what is the point of putting these games out there if they're not guaranteed to sell well, because people can already play these games and max out graphics. You can even put these PS2 and PSP games up to 4K settings, and that is really insane. So why would they release it to the public if people don't really have to buy it? There's a huge market of people that don't need a remastered collection. And that is absolutely insane. Even though I have these games downloaded as well on my Steam Deck, I would still support PS5 and I would still buy these games, because if I'm going to be honest with you, I like the real simplicity of playing games on my PS5. I like getting trophies on my PS5. It feels like I'm playing for something when I'm trying to go for that platinum trophy, and that just simply does not exist for emulation, right? There are ways fans have created trophies, but it's really annoying and it's really not an easy process, and I would prefer to play these games on my PS5 and not my Steam Deck. I like my PS5. I like how Sony treats its remasters, like God of War 3, for example. God of War 3 got a significant boost in power when it was transferred over to the PlayStation 4 after it was only on the PS3, and I love that. Number 3, maybe they are actually working on it. So again, Santa Monica has been really quiet when it comes to the God of War remaster, right? We only heard it through news outlets and things of that nature, but it's been a lot of news outlets and a lot of people who have leaked this stuff to the public and who have said that this is going to happen, and a lot of these quote-unquote leakers have gotten a lot of stuff right in the past. So perhaps the game is being worked on and that there is hope for the future. However, they just couldn't finish it on time. In fact, if you look at a lot of the stuff they're putting out right now for the 20th anniversary on Twitter, a lot of that stuff actually is not available. Most of it is going to be available in June, which is absolutely crazy. So Santa Monica is probably working on it, but it's just not the time to release it to the public. They just couldn't get it on time for the anniversary, and I think that's okay. So that is going to be it for this video. Those are my 3 reasons why Santa Monica probably didn't put anything out yet, or at all. But I'm going to be honest with you, I really did enjoy talking to a lot of fans this anniversary, right? It's kind of different from, other anniversaries because this is the 20th. I put out a lot of posts. People really resonated with those posts on Twitter. I got a lot of DMs, people talking about the favorite moments when they started playing God of War, like what age they were. And it was really incredible over on Twitter. I had a lot of time and a lot of fun talking to you all, and I don't know, this is the reason why I kind of joined this community, and I'm really happy that God of War has made it to this point. God of War being 20 years old, still being relevant to this day, and not relevant as, yeah, they're still putting out video games, relevant as these games continue to break records. They continue to have success in the video game industry, and they refuse to be a relic of the past because of their high quality products. And I'm aware not everybody likes every single product and project they put out. Obviously, art's meant to be subjective, but for what they have and the quality that they continue to put up year after year, absolutely fills me with happiness and joy that I'll probably be playing a God of War when I'm like 80 years old. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm going to be out of here. Thank you guys and girls for listening. Deuces.